Hey everyone, Jason from Bender here. Just wanted to throw together this quick little video about a best practice that I've come to learn from dealing with a lot of contractors, not only here in Connecticut, but also some contractors throughout the country. As a territory manager, I've had the privilege of going to some national dealer meetings and talking to some of these dealers and grabbing a lot of good ideas and best practices that they do. And I'd like to bring that back and kind of share it with you guys to see if it's something that you could implement into your business. So one best practice that I've learned of is selling with options. Now, I know a lot of us out there already do this, whether it be a good, better, best, or maybe you're giving a low-end, cost-effective system as opposed to a high-end, whatever the case may be. Homeowners want options. They do. They want to see multiple things that they can choose from to see what fits their budget and what fits their lifestyle. So selling with options is a big deal. One thing that is consistent that I've learned from some of the top dealers, not only here in Connecticut, but again, throughout the country, they all sell with options, whether it's a good, better, best, or something of those along those lines. The top contractors, the really successful contractors that I've dealt with and talked to, they sell with 4 options. So we've always heard that good, better, best is a really nice practice to do. The top contractors, though, the ones who are really, really successful and they have high close ratios, are contractors that sell with 4 options. And there's a reason behind that. When we have a good, better, best, a good percentage of customers will take the lowest, the most cost effective, right? We know that. Then you have your customers out there who always buy the high end. It doesn't matter. They want the best. They're going to buy the high end. But a good percentage of those customers tend to throw away the cost effective unit, the least expensive. They think maybe it's cheap or it's not what they want. Then you've got, the higher end equipment where it's too expensive. They don't need all the bells and whistles. And then they tend to fall right in the middle. Well, the idea behind 4 options is if you do have the lower end equipment getting thrown out and the higher end equipment getting thrown out, is that now if you have 4, you've got them an option in the middle. And if we can use maybe financing creatively, which we can talk about in a different video, but we can get them to persuade them into that 3rd option, which is going to be a higher ticket. And when we sell more of a higher sale on average, obviously it's more profit for us, but it's helping your homeowner as well because they're getting some of the things that they want as well. Especially now with this coronavirus, we've all heard indoor air quality is on the top of everyone's mind right now, whether it be electronic air cleaners, UV lights, ERVs, media filters, air scrubbers. There's a whole bunch of things that we can sell as far as indoor air quality that kind of been pushed to the side in the past. But now, in this present time and moving forward in the future, this is going to be a big topic for homeowners. They're going to want to see you offering these types of indoor air quality things to not only protect them, but also because of the fact that this will probably happen again as far as a virus coming through. And this time we can be proactive and be prepared for it. So I just want to go into a little detail and some examples of what that 4th option kind of looks like as opposed to having 3. So if we've got 3, let's say we have a 13 SEER package on air conditioning with an air handler. Maybe your middle of the road might be a 14 SEER. And then your higher end would be like a 16 SEER with variable speed. All good. It's actually a pretty good practice, making sure that you're selling with those options. But if you sell with 4, here's the difference. You can have a 13 SEER package, a 14 SEER package as your next, maybe a 16 as your 3rd slot, and let's say a 2-stage or even maybe some inverter technology out there for your high end. So if you have the good percentage of customers throwing away the 13 SEER, they're throwing away the inverter package, now they've got a 16 SEER package and then they've got a 2-stage 16 SEER. So maybe on that 2-stage package, you can include a media filter. We can do like a UV light or an electronic air cleaner or humidifier, 10 years of labor, say for instance, on that package. And we can get people moving more towards that 3rd option, which in turn is going to increase the size of your average ticket. and ultimately generate more profit for your company. In the same breath, though, you're also giving the customer what they need, so you're going to have a happier customer knowing that they were offered all of these options. Honeywell did a study on this a few years back as far as selling with options, and they came to the conclusion that when they had two options, it was good, right? People had a low-end item, they had a high-end item. Great. They added a third in. They noticed that customers were falling into that middle ground. A good percentage of the people would throw away the least expensive, the most high expensive, and they were landing in the middle. But when they added that fourth option, you had customers throwing away the least expensive, throwing away the most expensive, but then they had two options in the middle, and a good percentage of them, I think it was 68% of the people, tend to buy the third, not the most expensive, the step right below. So it's a good way to increase the sale and the dollar amount of your average ticket. Again, being a TM, I'm able to talk to a lot of different contractors, not only here in Connecticut, but across the country. And this is a best practice, something that's consistent. You talk to a lot of contractors out there. They all run their businesses a little bit differently, but this thing was the most consistent piece of information that I took away, was that all of these very successful businesses out there were selling with 4 options. And when you couple that with financing, which we can talk about in another video, it really enables you to sell a larger dollar amount ticket while still keeping your customer happy and giving them all the options that they would like. There's a lot more to this too. We can talk about it in more detail when things get back to normal and I come out to visit you guys again. But in the meantime, if you have questions on it, give me a call. It's something that we can implement into your business right away. It's not going to cost you anything, and it will have an immediate impact on your customers. It is proven that sales close ratios have increased by using 4 options. If you talk about some of the best practices groups out there, Airtime 500, Nexstar, for instance, this is something that they teach their contractors as well. So something to consider if you're looking to make a change in your business, or if you want to see your sales ratios and your closing ratios increase moving forward into the cooling season here. Again, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative. And if there's any questions, feel free to give me a holler. Thanks and have a great day.